In twilight, the psyche keeps where the shadow stirs and the secrets sleep. A mask of forge, both false and true, the face we wear for all to view. In gleams of gold and forged from clay, a symbol shapes for psychic play. Not who we are, but what we show, a hidden deep we barely know. The persona guise of grace, a mirror that held the match each face. But the depth beneath the painted smiles, the self walks silent in every mile. So wear the mask, but not too tight, lest the soul will starve of inner light. For the truth will rise, as symbols do, to call the hidden self to be viewed. A simple explanation of what a persona is think of your Facebook and your profile, and you create what you want the world to see by creating your profile on things you like, dislike, and it's only things that you want the world to know about you. And that's what a persona is. We all wear these masks through life, and sometimes, it's kind of like normal for teenagers to try out like new things, like if they want to be a rapper or something, and trying all these new ideals and identifying with them. The weird thing is, if you take the persona and think it's you, that's when it becomes a problem. When I was younger, I had this happen to me, and I didn't realize it. And I kind of tell people, well, I deserve an Oscar for the role I played in my life, because at the time I was really actually acting and pretending who I was until I realized, and yeah, this was in my teenage years, who I was. And it does take time. My dad, after he found sobriety in AA, well, actually my childhood, I'll just bring up, we always had to pretend we had this perfect family because of my dad's drinking, especially when we went to church. We had to be well-behaved, ducks in a row type of family. I think the whole town knew my dad was drinking, but we, put on this act, it's when the liquor store owner knew your family, and you can get free gum and free candy when your dad went and picked up his beer for the week or the weekend after church. And you could easily buy your mom cigarettes we're talking, well before, you know, the 200s. This was more like the 70s and early 80s. And yeah, and my dad had to have this thing that we had to be perfect. And when he got sober, he found a poem called I'm Not a Duck. And it basically describes a duck claiming he's not a duck. And kind of goes like this: I'm not a duck. I may walk like a duck, quack like a duck, but I am not a duck. I'm an eagle in disguise. And as the poem kept on going on, it describes how this duck tried to capture prey, try to fly like an eagle. And, the ducks were trying to help him out, but he didn't want to be that duck. He wanted to be an eagle. And he tried and was slowly killing the poor duck. And he realized that he was a duck. And once he accepted the fact that he was just a duck, he, started feeling better. He was eating right, swimming. He didn't worry about his web feet, catching the prey. And he was better. And like us humans, we just have to accept, hey, I'm a duck, or, I'm this or that. I mean, it's really weird that we have these boxes for us, because I really don't like the boxes, to be honest with you. But we have these boxes that we have to go into, I can tell you, I'm an artist. I dress up in costumes. Some of my costumes are some of my archetypes. Some are part of it's a lot part of my personality that I let out when I dress up in them. And they're easy roles for me to play, because some of it I do in my regular life. I mean, I don't pretend I'm a fairy or this or that, but people joke with me. It's like, oh, on your toolbox at work, you have I'm a pirate. It's like, yep, I'm a pirate, but it's like fun, because the world is a stage and we are all actors. And this is true. So just remember, the persona is a tool, and you shouldn't identify with it. I would like to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this. Like and subscribe. And Ad Astra,